Hey, you guys. Hey, you guys. Hey, you guys. Look, I feel like this is the late show. Okay. With you guys, Scott, and me. Because it is late. This is late for us. What say you, Scott? This is late for us.
Yeah, it's late.
This old people. This old people. Now, okay, we're doing our super scary sleepover. I am not in my pajamas because I got makeup on my face. This shirt is white, and if I like when I take these clothes off, I'm going to bed. Boom, and that's real talk right there. So this is truly about to be a sleepover for real. Okay. But we are here, I love y'all. So we are here to do this. We had a occasion outing that we had to be at, that we had reservations for. So that's why it's late. And that's why we dressed up. You can't see Scott. He's super dressed up. A trophy husband, even. Did you say wow? Mm-hmm. Okay, y'all. Well, look what I got. I got my campfire stick because we're going to be roasting some marshmallows before we go to sleep. We're going to have a little tummy ache. You want one of my roasted marshmallows, Scott? Mm-hmm. Look, it's so cute. It comes on here. You got one. Y'all want one here? I got one for y'all, too. Okay, so I got my. Oh, you handed it back. Scott, well, I got to roast some marshmallows while we do our super scary sleepover. So I got my candle. Shout out to Scott's mom. And we got our wood setting. I love this little thing. This is going to be displayed all the time because it's so stinking cute. So, okay, guys, here we go. Pretend we're in the woods at a campfire or roasting some marshmallows, doing our super scary sleepover. And I'm not in a whole, cute little outfit. Pretend like that's not there. Okay, y'all ready? Scott, you ready? Scott, you're shaking your head. Is that so your imagination could come in?
Mm-hmm. That's why.
Good on you. Okay, guys, here we go. Woo la 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 la, super scary. Tonight's super scary story is called, I feel like, Are You Afraid of the Dark? It's called The Birthday Clown. Okay, here we go. It was Emma's 15th birthday, and she was overjoyed. Shout out, girl, you need a quinceañera. Did I say that right? Quinceañera?
I don't know what you're saying.
Like when the Latinas turn 15, they get a quinceañera. That's what this is. She's turning 15. I believe it's 15. I think that's right. Girl, you better have your quinceañera, girl. Yeah, shout out to you. She could hardly control her excitement while sitting in the back of the family car. On both sides were her brother and sister, Jack and Lily. Her parents were in the front, her dad at the wheel. The family was on a supermarket trip to prepare for her birthday party. Everybody came? Like, when you would go to the grocery store, Scott, would all y'all go?
I mean, when we were younger,
yeah. That 15-year-old would have been at home with the other ones.
No, I was definitely not when I was 15.
No. Yeah, my mom, she would not take us. She was like, no, y'all be asking for too much. No, I'm going for specific stuff. No. Anyway. They had invited some relatives and Emma's friends in the evening, so they needed to get some snacks, drinks, and maybe a few decorations. They stopped at the supermarket, rolling a cart, ready to do some shopping. Emma and Jack were asked to fetch some snacks while her parents and little sister Lily fetched some decoration items. After getting the list of things they needed, Emma and Jack walked through the supermarket, picking out the foods and drinks to serve at the party. The siblings filled up most of their list, from soft drinks to candies. Sorry. I'm over here thinking about our campfire. Jack suddenly had the urge to go to the bathroom as soon as they were done. And see, this is why my mama never brought us. We just was giving her grief. The two of them looked around for the nearest restroom. They then asked one of the shop staff where they could find one. The worker told them that all the bathrooms were undergoing maintenance. Is that even legal? Can you have like a facility with no bathroom because you have staff?
I mean, if there's a problem and they're broken.
What? Jack yelled in panic. There must be somewhere I can go. Well, we do have our staff bathrooms for emergencies. Well, there it is. It's at the back of the store, the worker replied somewhat hesitantly. But Jack interrupted the worker as he couldn't wait any longer. He ran past her and straight for the staff room. Emma sighed before following her brother. The back of the building was completely empty. The rooms were without workers, leaving the building almost vacant. The computers weren't on, and dust was collecting in many places. All there was to light the room was a single ceiling bolt. Like, girl, what kind of workplace is this? Why is it dusty? This the grocery store? Okay, y'all. Why y'all got them workers out there like that? That's crazy. But that light was flickering on and off. Like, what is this? A dungeon for workers? Jesus. Can we get them lamps? Y'all got some money over there at this grocery store. Can we get them some lamps, please? This sounds like a dungeon. Making the room feel even creepier, Emma felt shivers as the space had a horror movie vibe. It sounded like it do. Can we stop the work on the bathroom, save that for after the store closes, and maybe like send some of them workers to go put some outlets for lights in here? So, or fix the light bulb so it's not flickering so the people can see. Just a recommendation. What say you, Scott?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Jack suddenly rushed to the bathroom, leaving Emma all alone. She looked around, noticing how eerie the atmosphere was. It was making her suffocate. She kept the basket. She thought to use the other washroom quickly before Jack returned. Once she was done, Emma exited the room. She saw her brother playing with a clown mask. What kind of back room? What is going on at y'all grocery store in the back room of this grocery store? Why y'all got a clown mask back there, but y'all ain't got no light? This is crazy. I just found it in the basket, Jack confirmed. But he suddenly asked her back, "Did you get it for the party?" Emma shook her head, perplexed by Jack's question. She strictly remembered not putting a clown mask in the basket. How y'all got clown masks at the grocery store? Didn't they say grocery store?
I thought so, yeah.
Y'all grocery store got a lot. Then Emma found a piece of paper in the basket. One side was blank, while the other had a note printed on it. Every birthday party needs a birthday clown. Hey. I got some uncles that can come over there, girl. They clowns. It was such a strange coincidence that a birthday message happened during her birthday. Either way, Emma didn't seem to care and decided to just throw away the mask and the paper. She had Jack return to their parents with their goodies. She and Jack. It's late, y'all, so anything may fly out my mouth, child. I'm supposed to be asleep. As they got closer to home, Emma looked out the window, thinking she would throw the best party ever. Girl, it's your quinceañera, girl. She watched the trees pass by. The car stopped. She watched the trees pass by when the car stopped at a red light. Suddenly, Emma saw something in the road, or rather, someone. Y'all better get out that street, honey. At the side of the road was a clown dressed in a yellow suit with polka dots. He had the trademark red nose and creepy makeup. He was staring right at her with a red lip grin. On his hand was a blue balloon floating above him. See, this is out here sounding like it, but with a different color balloon. Like, sir, get out the street. Just get out the street. Leave us alone. We don't want no clown, sir. We'll invite some of our uncles, sir. Looking back at the clown, she saw his eyes flash. Suddenly, Emma's father turned towards her. Emma, is there anything you like? Emma then turned towards her father, but for some reason, she responded with a bizarre request: a birthday clown. You don't want that, ma'am? What? Her father was clueless, surprised by her answer. Apparently, so was Emma. Why are you laughing? Scott got problems, y'all. Scott is giggling with delusion. Realizing what she said, Emma shook her head and told him she was just joking. However, deep inside, she felt very weird about her sudden response. She focused so much on that clown by the side of the road that she simply said she wanted one. That was probably it. Girl, you better make it up, girl. Fake it till you make it. Lie to yourself. As to who that clown was, she thought it could be someone doing his job. Finally, it was evening, and Emma was eagerly waiting for everyone to arrive. Her party was fully prepped, and the cake was almost ready. However, her parents had an emergency call at the hospital. As both were surgeons, they both got called in? Like,
what's the accident?
Period. Bus accident, you're right. They had to rush to the hospital, promising to return as soon as possible. Girl, you on your own. After some time, Emma's friends began to arrive one by one, filling the house with a lively crowd. Emma started the party without delay, treating her friends with food and drinks. She was chattering and giggling with her friends when Jack came over with the cake. Mom and Dad will be back home soon, he announced. Emma got more excited until Jack added, "You're lucky to have your wish fulfilled. The birthday clown is here." See, right there, I would have been like, Who invited this person? Suddenly, Emma was caught off guard. She asked Jack what he meant by that, and he pointed towards the empty kitchen. She saw the most shocking sight of all. There, in her own kitchen, was the same clown she had seen on the road, standing right in the center with a creepy smile and weird eyes. Boom, there he is. Boom, there he is. I told you it's like it. No. The answer's no. Emma grew frightened. Girl, I'm frightened too. How could this be? She had just seen this random clown on the road far from home, and now he had just showed up in her kitchen. She was about to tell Jack that she didn't want one when she saw how excited Jack was at seeing the clown. Sir, how old is Jack? Because why is he excited? And then who want to see this? What is this gonna do? Why is this adult here with my parents gone? Why? With all these kids. He had always loved clowns and their playful tricks, which made Emma feel conflicted. I wouldn't feel conflicted. I'd be like, sir, you go follow that clown to wherever, honey, but he can't be here. Not at my party, not today. Not without my parents here. No. Slowly, her friends started piling up behind her, seeing the clown smile creepily at them all. Everyone was in awe, laughing at his weird look. Seeing her friends so happy, Emma shook off her worry and started getting happy about having a clown around. I don't know why. She would call her parents to thank them for inviting the clown. However, before she could call, the clown turned around and started walking towards the back door. Everyone was confused, wondering where he was going. Before he could open the door, he turned his head towards the children, grinning wickedly. One look at him, and everyone started to follow him outside. Are y'all under a spell? Like, what's the problem here? Like, why are y'all so obsessed about a clown and y'all 15? Okay, let's see. Why are you laughing, Scott?
Weird.
It's a problem out here in these streets.
Yeah.
In these clown streets, in these birthday party streets. Jack, Lily, Emma, and all the other kids walked out the back door and towards the forest in a line while the clown led the way just a few steps ahead. They were about to leave behind the lights coming from Emma's house and walk into the dark forest when boing! Emma was suddenly snapped out of her daze only to find that she was no longer at home. She felt her phone vibrating and saw that her mom was calling her. Relieved, she quickly answered the call. Hello, she greeted. Honey, her mother responded. We're on our way back home. How's the party? Still confused, Emma wanted to ask her mother about the clown. She felt something was off about the clown and where she was, so she had to know. And see, this right here. Y'all parents ain't home. Y'all here with a grown person. You don't know who this person is. They in clown makeup. You know who else used to wear clown makeup, Scott?
John Wayne Casey.
Period. Do you know what he did? He had a bunch of bodies in a crawl space. This is why we don't just be trusting stuff. That's going to be the lesson for today. Don't you be trusting stuff. You still ain't asked your mama like how this clown got here. Girl, this is just making me nervous as a mother. Scott, as a father, is this making you nervous? This making y'all nervous? Huh?
It's making me nervous.
Oh, I'm gonna have to have a s'more. Mom, did you or Dad happen to invite a birthday clown? No, honey. We thought you were joking about that. Emma's mother confirmed. The little girl's hand shook. She ain't no little girl. Her heart was racing with fear as she realized that the clown was never part of the plan. Oops. Alert about what she felt, Emma told her mother about the clown. Immediately, her mother fell into panic mode. Honey, listen. Take everyone and get in the house before locking the doors. You got to tell her that? No, just you get in the house and leave everybody outside and lock the door. Like, girl, you have to tell. That's very oddly specific for me. She warned, we're on our way. After ending the call.
An emergency surgery?
Huh? Scott, they doing the best they can. They know to bring, they bring all the children when they go grocery shopping, but they'll leave them kids at home when there's an emergency surgery. None of this makes sense. And they were very oddly specific about our instructions. Take everyone in the house before locking the doors. Period. After ending the call, Emma was frightened by her mother's voice. If the clown was that suspicious, then she was terrified. Girl, you weren't terrified before? Your mama said something? Okay, girl. She ran ahead and shook her friends. One by one, all the kids snapped out of their trance and were quickly led out of the forest. Somehow, the clown and his horrifying toothy grin were nowhere to be seen. When she returned home, Emma's parents were already there. She immediately went for a hug before telling them what had happened. Days later, the news broke out about the incident. It led to the startling discovery that several kids had disappeared not long ago. CCTV footage from someone's house revealed that some children had walked away from their houses. See, this is why. We don't just be inviting strangers into our house when our parents ain't there. Hell, we shouldn't even invite them in when our parents are there. Period. Leading them from their safe houses to the dark, deep forest was the same clown with the same frightening grin. However, or whatever he did to put them in a trance, He had led them straight into the woods where they would never be seen again.
Oh.
The end. That sounds like, wasn't it Roanoke? Didn't all them people, they just like disappeared? The clown probably led them.
Yeah.
They did carve something in a tree. That didn't make no sense. Could have been that clown. Okay, Scott, what did you learn?
Don't trust the clown.
Be it Stephen King's It. Be it, I don't know, any other clowns, you know. Be it your uncle, if they a clown, honey, don't be trusting no clowns. If it's somebody you meet on the street and they act like a clown, don't be trusting them. A clown's a clown, makeup or not. Again, you heard what my lesson learned was. What did you guys learn? Put it in the comments if you have anything that you care to share about your lesson learned. Did you have anything else?
I do not.
Okay, y'all. This was a late night, but we do it for the love, baby. We do it for the love. So with that, I want to bid you guys good night and adieu. So from wherever we are to wherever you are, peace, love, and happiness. We're going to get up out these woods. And we'll see you guys tomorrow for Sunday Fun Day School.
Yay.
Oh, make sure to like, share, and subscribe and comment and all that.